Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Cam Christo and this is the once more with feeling campaign, the Black Ice Germany campaign. Rock and roll. Military production gives low stability but more factory output and dockyard output. That's what I like to see. We should probably get some sub yards and ship workshop tech and stuff, but I think I'm going to go ahead and get ahead of time dispersed industry. 16% factory output is just absolutely too much to pass up, even for a short time. Let's just refill our Czech army. I suppose thematically we really ought to have more men on the Austrian border right now, because we are pressing for Anschluss. Hopefully they will accept our union, which I think is the literal translation of Anschluss. And excuse me, just creaking my mic arm at you there. And we will obviously gain a bunch more states and a bunch of new factories and more manpower and more troops, and everything will be wonderful and happy. And then we can start pressing for the Sudetenland. Southern and North Sudetenland. Excellent. New decision available. What's this? Forming more people. Yes, don't care. Ooh, but that's going to give us a 15-point lead over England. Britain, that is to say. Just give me anything. No, just form something. Not interested. It's possible that I need to do these to actually, like, get rid of the infantry divisions, but hopefully it does. Hopefully that's not the case. I would ideally. We've already got one left that we can't delete. Well, and the old panzers. But most things now will be transferring over to our new ones. I suppose I should actually put a couple of panzers in training, because they can train quite a long way without the mechanized. How can anyone say that Austria is not German? We get 75 political power, and we get all Austria's unit leaders. That's interesting. And we get base war support. We gain a research slot. Holy crap. Very nice indeed. We don't care about their templates, although actually we might care about their... These are mountaineers, right? That's the mountaineer symbol. So we might want to keep them. Oh, but they've got one here as well. It's 15, this is 21. Are they the same stuff? No, this one's actually better in some ways, so we'll get rid of that one. Excellent. Another research slot. That's fantastic. I did not know that was going to happen at all. I'll take... I mean, we need some rubber, but we can't do that for a bit. Does this one enables rubber? Yeah. Well, we should get this so that we'll be able to get this in time. Can't get this because I need chemical industry. Which one do you need? Chemical industry, is that... Which one's chemical industry? This one, okay. Ah, we should do that so we can get improved catalytic cracking. Yeah. New decision available. Probably because we've taken Austria. Yeah, not interested. Next focus. Well, we can't just press immediately for more land. There are restrictions on that. Well, actually, we could press our claim on South Tyrol right now. We could go to war with Italy. How many divisions you got, Italy? 93. Should we go to war with Italy? Cause a lot of world tension. I'm really tempted. Let's just grab Memel first, because there's probably some dockyards over here that I'd like to acquire. Welcome to the Reich, Austria. New guy, probably a military theorist would be best. Yeah, let's get old Guderian in charge, and we got some free mill factories, 7 of them rather. Excellent. Let's dramatically increase Panzer II production. And we don't need any Panzer Is, I think, for this division. That's the wrong one. The proper infantry division. We need no Panzer Is. In its current form, we need Panzer IVs, but I think I am going to change that. No Panzer IVs in this infantry division. Maybe later when we have better Panzers. Panzer IVs, that is. But for now, I don't think so. So, these guys... well, are you any good? No. Let's just delete you. The infantry, let's take a look at. What do you like? Rubbish. Okay. Okay, well, let's do this a sensible way. Are you the rubbish one? Yeah, you get deleted. So you, good sir. The other 4 all this type. So this is a pretty good infantry division, which means I'm going to switch you. Oh, but they are green, some of them. And these guys would go green, I think. Let's just disband them. We'll just take the equipment and absorb it into our own army. You guys, meanwhile, can form a mountaineer army. There it is. And we'll need a general for you. Preferably someone with some mountain experience. I don't know if we have anyone. We do. This guy's pretty good. 4-3. Would I rather have the more planning? I think I'd rather have... Well, he's awesome. This guy's only decent. I'd rather have the mountaineer, though. So yeah, you guys will be operating here in the most mountainous region. And what I think I'm going to do... I think it's time for a fascist-on-fascist power struggle. I think we're going to go after Italy right now. And I realize that's obviously massively ahistorical, but I did warn you. I definitely warned you that this was not going to be a historical playthrough. We're short on a lot of equipment. That's a problem. What are we actually short so much on? Okay, so what we'll do is we'll delete the guys we have in training, including the panzers, in order to create some more equipment. We're going to need a lot more mechanized in the future, so let's put some more on that. Although, ideally, I don't want to import any more rubber. And let's get some more fighters. More fighters. Good. Okay, so, men, to the front. Let's take Italy, shall we? Awesome. You guys... Directly under Rundstedt with no decent traits? Oh, he has got some traits, right? They just don't show up. That's right, I remember. You guys, get down here. Let's take Italy. So, let's come up with some headcanon to make this a little bit less insane. First off, you know, we thought naturally, once we unified with Austria, Italy would... yeah, okay, so, Adolf Hitler takes a trip down to Rome and meets with Mussolini. They have a conversation about how good it is that Germany's managed to reunify with Austria, and how this is a great step for our nation's mutual interests. And Adolf Hitler, relatively understandably, I would say, requests a gift from his you know, not his ally, but his friend to the south, and his similar government type to the south. He says, Italy, I'd love it if we could unify all of Austria, including South Tyrol, with our glorious German Reich. And Mussolini was horribly offended, just horrendously offended that Germany would dare question the territorial integrity of Italy. And in fact, he immediately demanded control over North Tyrol, claiming that all of Tyrol should be unified under Italy. Hitler was, of course, outraged by even the possibility of such a request. And as tensions escalated, troops began to move to the border. Let's see if Lithuania is going to fold on Memel just for a second. They did indeed. Excellent. I think Memel has something important in it. Doesn't look like it does, actually. Never mind. Germans everywhere will be united, indeed. We can reform our military command. Ooh, that's pretty good. Gives max command power. That's not that important, to be honest. So I think we're going to do that. We can unlock motivational speeches, because I have enough people in Parliament, I guess. Motivational speeches are just ways to spend a lot of political power, basically. So I don't think we're going to be interested in that. Fund Argentine Nazis. Not that interested. And none of that stuff's new. Cool. Next focus. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna press a claim on South Tyrol. I'm also gonna save because this is ahistorical, so it might crash. And yes, so diplomatic tensions escalate, with each side's demands becoming increasingly unreasonable. But neither side looks willing to back down. Europe looks on with horror as it appears that a new war is all but inevitable. Let's try not to lose crazy amounts of equipment to attrition here. Need one more, two more removed from here. Good. And now we have no one in basic training. What are we missing? Just a lot of artillery. How am I missing so much artillery? What was wrong with my calculation on artillery? We also need a lot more recon infantry equipment. Okay. I'm tempted to stop using the spreadsheet, by the way. It's fun, but it's a lot easier to just kind of, you know, just do this. Just improve the things that you actually need more of. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, less tanks because we don't need them kind of right now. And less naval bombers because we're not going to be fighting near the coast much where the naval bombers will be able to help. Okay, so we should see production of those start spiking. Yeah, good. But I feel like we're going to be able to crush Italy. Apart from anything else, they're not on our border right now. They might just bend to our demand, in which case tensions could be soothed, temporarily at least. The insults that have been slung back and forth across the border are so extreme that I feel like war between our great nations is at least at some point inevitable. But perhaps it needn't come quite yet. What's the decision that's available? Right, another military parade. And more trade with Germany, please. They are now 15 ahead, which means they could technically do it. Hopefully they'll do Gateway to Europe soon. I know they do it before the war historically broke out. Right, we should probably be throwing these guys into the combat, into the fray. But obviously we're not that interested in, you know, army XP over here is not desperately important anymore. Because we're going to get a lot of army XP over here. Let's move the tanks to the border, but staying out of the bad supply zone. And I will be pinching the field marshal, oops, the generals and stuff that we have currently overseas. Guderian, get in here. And Guderian is my field marshal, that's right. Alright, well, we'll have to wait for him to arrive before I can cancel that. Oh, no, it's not. No, I don't, because I can just put someone else in charge. Rommel. No, Rommel's the field marshal. I knew he was the field marshal, so why aren't I able to unassign him from there? Rommel, my man. Get in here. We'll see the top of the list, of course. Right, yes, yes, yes. There we go. Good. These guys, we actually do, I think, have a Mountaineer field marshal. Yeah, so let's give them a Mountaineer field marshal as well. Cool. You guys need a new symbol. Mountaineers. Sure. That one. Looks fine. Good. I mean, not oversupply. Let's get some Air Force deployed down here. Going to be flying over the Alpine region. They shouldn't fly yet, so they won't start using fuel. Yeah, good. And fighters. More close air support. Let's be having ya. Attack bombers. Yeah, we'll have them all fly from this airbase to begin with, and then I'll just move them across as necessary. Okay, so what are we actually surplusing on in terms of planes that we can deploy down here? We've got another 125 fighters that could be in the air here. Well, let's put them over here then to start with. Or do we just keep them in reserve? They're the bad fighters. Let's keep them in reserve. One of these wings can fly from here. Yes. So there's the press claims on South Tyrol. Work with Italy or demand it. I mean, I demand South Tyrol. Italy refuses. We won't take war for an answer. Gain conquest war goal. Or we should back down. I mean, Italy. Italy, how dare you not hand over South Tyrol? This means immediate war. Christo, are you aware that you have a totally demobilized army? Yes, I am. But so does Italy, right? Where's their army laws? They are currently mobilizing. Okay. Do we have a decision to mobilize? Contribute to the war. What's this? Coordinate the war effort. Coordinate German war efforts. Don't defend German borders. What? Oh, I can give instructions to the AI. Huh. Interesting. Well, let's not worry about that just yet. Italian East Africa's been called in. We fight united. Gives you political power gain, weekly stability, weekly war support. Nice. We've got a whole bunch of other stuff. Unite the people under your government. That seems pretty good. Weekly war support could be nice. Requisition trucks. We don't need to requisition anything right now. I don't think any of this is needed. I like they've made this decisions rather than focuses. This used to all be focuses. We're not concerned with any of that right now. Any other new decisions available now we're at war? Yigit's program gives 25% fighter cost down. We don't want that yet. We don't have enough factories on fighters to make the best use out of it. I think I will do this for the weekly war support. No, I shouldn't do that because we should mobilize our army instead. This requires standing army. Yeah, and I think this takes a little while to apply. Right, yeah, you have to not be mobilized. Where do you see if you're mobilizing? I think there's a decision. Like an event that fires. That tells you when you're going to be finished mobilizing. New national focus. We probably have a war-related focus that could give us some bonuses. Let's see. Oh, Hitler Youth Auxiliary Force. I think we can do that now because we're at war. Can we do this yet? No, there needs to be more world tension. Could do the Molotov-Rimtrop pack right now. Oh, there it is. Mobilize the Reich. You have to do... Has completed focus expanded co-op, immersive industry, and fate of Czechoslovakia to do that. That's unfortunate. Well, in that case, let's... There's nothing new I can do because I'm at war. It just seems unlikely, doesn't it? I swear there's something important we can do now we're at war. We're not going to send our subs to the Mediterranean, I don't think. I don't think that's necessary. Should we do the Gestapo? You could I do want to get Axis research with Japan. Oh, but there's no rush on that because it's only once we're in a war on the same side. Obviously not going to do Italian alliance yet. Loot Force 1? What is that? Capturing enemy equipment. That's pretty cool. What should we get now? I mean, it's probably time for this, right? Get these mill factories done? Yeah, that seems valuable. Okay, new decision. What decision? Right, the Unite people. Oh, I can still do that. Nice. It didn't take as much to mobilize as I thought we did. And yes, we've bypassed alliance with Italy. You're telling me once we've conquered Italy, I can do support Italian claims. That's pretty funny. I can do it right now. That's pretty good. Alright, so we're at war. I should probably start moving my men already, shouldn't I? Rock and roll. Let's do this thing. Once more with feeling. I know many of you are big into historical accuracy, and I know you won't like this, but Italy offended me at our diplomatic talks, and this treachery cannot be left unanswered, and so this is just what's necessary. Moving in, using a lot of fuel. Probably should have had we need to build some fuel silos actually, so we can actually store enough to build up a stockpile before the main war starts. I don't think we're going to have much problem pushing our way through Italy, at least to start with, obviously, because they're not on the front. Looks like they are immediately causing problems for us, though. Let's try and keep up the pressure, because if we can let them not reorganize, if we can avoid letting them reorganize, that is to say, we'll be in much better shape. Like if we could punch through... Yeah, if we can take Brunswick... Sorry, Bruneck, we'll be in a very good shape, because we'll be through the mountains. Oh, come on, please. We have to break them here. It's vital. Vital, I say. And yes, obviously, we didn't do any of the changes to our... like, we could go to war economy right now. We didn't do any of the changes to our economy that we needed to make. Like, you know, we're on volunteer only. We have no formal officer training. All kinds of crazy stuff right now. But we're working on it. Oh, nice. We broke them in Bolanzo as well. You guys, try and keep up pressure over here. So are they... How mobilized are they? They are now at general mobilization. Right, which means they have just a crazy bonus compared to us. Takes 6 weeks. Okay. We're obviously going to want to go beyond reserve army. There we are through. Excellent. If we can encircle these guys, that'd be good too. Let's see if we can pin these guys long enough to break through here. That'd be excellent. Supply down here, obviously a problem, but much less of a problem over here now. We can't break them 4-on-1 in these mountains over here. Once we get a bit more supply here, I will, of course, send the tanks in. You guys just hold there. Have we broken them here already? No, no, no. Didn't think so. Oh, but they appear to be leaving this tile undefended. I will absolutely take advantage of that. Preferably with some pinning action simultaneously. Okay, we've broken them here. And it looks like we're going to break them here too. Nice. Come on. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to attack them there. I need a pinning action just here, please. Good. The FIFA World Cup is taking place. Is now really the time? War in Europe has just broken out, my man. Okay, we're through into Bruneck. That's excellent, excellent news. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going here. Hopefully, those of you that really don't like alt history will be... oh yeah, we should definitely get better cars. They're cheaper, I think. I know they're slightly more expensive, but... they are faster. Use the same amount of fuel. They're much more reliable. Recovery rate, soft attack, captured armor. Yeah, I'm not that interested in that whole side of things. What else should I be getting right now? Conversion rate. We don't tend to do a huge amount of conversion. Monthly population is useful. Let's get some commercial. Is that commercial or chemical? Monthly, sorry. Commercial food processing. Right. Okay, keep pushing in. If we can take Taranto and Treviso, ideally. Like, if you guys want to come down here. Okay, not getting in there. Fair enough. This pinning action is going okay. If we could break in here, it would just be so important. We're not going to break him in Taranto. Let's just go not into the mountains. We might just have to stabilize the front for a bit while we mobilize. I think that is going to be what I'm going to do. We're not going to be breaking through the mountains over here, so let's pull the mountaineers back from the front. There's basic particle accelerators. Nice. Can keep going on the atomic research. I'll get the one that grants research speed first. Seems more valuable. So we're way oversupply in here. Just with these 9 guys. It seems kind of crazy how much supply we're using, doesn't it? And yeah, fuel is an issue. What's the decision available? We fight united for even more weekly war support. No. We need... well, we can do this in steps. It costs the same amount of political power if you do it in steps. So yeah, going to basic is going to help out quite a bit. We also... I mean, staying at volunteer only as long as possible is fine. We also want elite standards at some point soon. You guys. This war, I know it's kind of goofy to a certain extent. But, I mean, I feel like the lore I came up with actually isn't that implausible. And it's going to be so useful for the war effort to have our and Italy's industries united behind me, rather than fractured with a, Mussolini mucking things up all the time. It's going to be just extremely helpful. You guys, let's fix this so that one of you is responsible. One person is responsible for all the troops that are actually in the low supply zone. And then maybe we could make you... oh, good lord. We could have, like, a field marshal in charge, even. I think Karl, I guess, for now. I mean, maybe it should just be Rommel. Maybe Rommel should just command the whole thing. And we don't have a tank field marshal. Instead, we just put Rommel in here. Sorry, put Manstein in here. I think that will work. You guys, stop that. Stop attacking. My dudes. Good. You need an attack plan? No, they've already got an attack plan. Why are you attacking then? I guess I just misclicked. Our planes are doing good work over the enemy skies. We don't have... oh, we didn't actually have our close air support deployed earlier. It's good to know. We should probably only deploy our close air support when there's like an active fight going on. To save fuel and to save, CAS. currently fighting with smaller number of fighters, and we're losing some while they're not. Yeah, you know what? Let's not fly while we're not actively fighting. Air supply here is still an issue. Yeah, we're still down on supply. Let's take out even more men from the front then. I don't know why supply here is so bad. I guess our guys are just much heavier than I'm used to. Due to our aggressive foreign policy and recruitment and rearmament program, General Ludwig Bock is speaking out against our plans. He must be removed, or he's a nuisance, but he's too valuable. What's his name? Beck. Division organization plus 8%. I'd rather have the offense. Much rather have the offense, so that's fine. Remove him. Remove away. That's not a problem at all. Can we get better officer training? Need one more. Right, our volunteer forces have come home. We'll deploy them soon. There's extensive officer training, which is going to give us some nice bonuses. We might not go to elite. But we, yeah, because the consumer goods, I think we'll probably stay at extensive. So these guys have returned. They can be assigned to the front. And we'll replace 3 of the ones on the front because these guys have more experience. You guys get out of there with some haste, please. Are they going to be enough? Not quite. We could build better infrastructure here, but it seems like a real waste. Some free military factories. Oh, the naval bomber factory has been damaged. Yeah, we should do the trick. It's not really a trick, but the strategy where we have some infantry equipment at the bottom of the queue, so that when stuff gets damaged, it's infantry equipment production that suffers. I usually like to do that. More artillery pieces, please. And then once you're finished on that, do even more artillery pieces. Could support Italian claims, just for the memes. Should probably get this, because we're going to be researching those soon. In fact, I think we've already researched some of them. We might have already researched all of them. What was it for? Panzerkampfwagen 2 C, D, E, and F. And we've already done C, D, E. We haven't done F yet. But F isn't for ages. Yeah, let's not do that. Better artillery. I think artillery comes in 39. Oh, we already have the 39 artillery. Right. We don't need artillery bonuses then. More division organization. I mean, that does seem very useful. Hit youth auxiliaries. I don't know what that does. Let's find out. Maybe it's more manpower. Maybe it's more political power. There's a lot of potential good stuff it could be. Mobilization to standing mobilization has been completed. Good. Dockyards 2 is done. Let's get the weekly stability increased so that we can do some political stuff that lowers stability over time. Portugal's going to send me even more stuff. We're not being raided, are we? No. I mean, I need to move these guys back from the front. We also need the political power to actually go to general mobilization, which requires limited first. Yeah. Right now, we're not going to be able to break in. Why do we have so much better intel up here? I guess we have more people on the front with recon companies in their composition. All right, now these 3 guys are arriving, which means we need to compensate by bringing 3 guys back. Good. What I think I'll do is I'll have my tanks go here and plan an attack. But the attack will not actually come from there. What we'll do is, once they've got full planning bonus, we'll walk them here and then attack into the plains of Treviso. That seems good, but we can actually be closer to our target by starting here. So let's put them there. And then once we're ready, we'll assign them to this and send them into Treviso. But we will need to mobilize before we can do that. Do we actually need these techs for the nukes? It's just damage factors, I think. Yeah, it just requires nuclear weapons. Nuclear weapons requires the previous one. This requires the previous one. Yeah, so we don't actually need to do these techs. Good. Give me those radios, or maybe HQ radios are probably higher priority. No, I need to get towards disometric so we can get radios on our ships. And we could right now send our fleet against Italy. That does seem unintelligent. We're likely to create an Italian puppet, just so their fleet continues and fights on our side as we go forwards. But the continuing mobilization and the madness of this war against Italy will take place in the next episode. Until then, thank you very, very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.